Hello, collective. Welcome to the Power of Three and me. My name's Amber. If this is your first time here, and if not, you already know that. So, hello and welcome back. So, this is the video on the case of missing Lillie and Jack Sullivan up here in Canada from Nova Scotia, I believe. So, if you're not familiar with that, you might want to look it up and maybe familiarize yourself on your own with the case. And then watch the video, or I will give you a brief rundown, but it's basically the same as Summer Wells. These two kids were home with mom and stepdad, and she's gone. So apparently it was early morning, and the kids were heard up and about in the house, and here we go, we got something dropped already. Um, and then when they parents got up. They were just nowhere to be found. Heavily wooded area along the same lines as Summer Wells. Um, I know I'm always talking about her, but still, it's just the same kind along those same lines as because these kids are at home with their kid family and they just disappear. So, um, what do we have here? If you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove. Ooh, I don't like that. I mean, on the norm, that's good, but I just feel like that they were an obstacle in the way. And I will say I've seen there's been a lot of action on this case lately. And the only thing that I've watched is the interview that the stepdad did. There's videos out there about the mom and her silence, and to a degree, yes, you can't really judge how somebody would handle a situation like that happened to them. However, I personally haven't seen anything from her personally. Really, got maybe one, and it was right at the beginning, but very quick. Uh, so a lot of silence on her end, and a lot of suspicion on the stepdad, who is been the one that's been out there for the public, um, talking and whatnot. And I got a lot of decks here. This is going to be so we already know we have an inclination here that they were looked at by somebody as an obstacle, a hindrance, perhaps something that's in the way. Um, this is the Dark Goddess Oracle. So let's see what comes out for an overall energy. I hope you guys can hear me. It's February 2026. So for the case of Lillie and Jack Sullivan disappearing from their home in Nova Scotia, this is the overall energy. Oh, and this I have a Pythia deck, which is Greek. It's knowledge, but I have this deck. I just don't. I kind of keep it to myself. But now the cat's out of the bag, maybe I should use it. Knowledge. Okay, I'm going to tell you what came to me without me doing any tarot, oracle, anything. Just what came to me. Now, obviously, this is all alleged, right? And entertainment. But we're looking into what comes out of the tarot and the oracle about this. What happened? Obviously, something happened, right? Kids are gone. The only thing that I picked up on, like from gathered on, is money, of course, right? The same as summer. But I mean, when I say picked up on, I mean what's been gathered watching videos about the case and knowledge of the family or whatever, there was money struggles, is what I'm trying to spit out. Um, and then when I heard that with my ears, what came to me was because for some reason the stepdad is just out there, full force, right? Here, like, saying I didn't move, like, he's been asked point blank, no, he's offered everything there is to offer to prove his innocence. Um, but what I personally got was that he is covering for somebody, and somebody else made an arrangement to get rid of obstacles for money, perhaps. And so if you have the knowledge of that, she didn't actually do it, you're not responsible for it except for keeping quiet about it. That's kind of what I picked up on my own without doing anything. Okay. I haven't done anything. I'm sitting here doing it with you guys. So the supporting energy is coming from, I'm going to show you. This is a tarot deck. It's called Guardian Tarot. Symbolic, right? In the sense that these kids were under the care and control of their legal guardian. And well, gosh darn it, we just don't know what happened, do we? So this is the supporting energy. So we know so far that we have what's coming out is telling us that there was an obstacle in the way. And the overall energy is knowledge, supporting energy. Okay. It just jumped out. Nine of Pentacles. Well, well, well. The Nine of Pentacles is being very well off on your own. Looking after, being able to look after yourself financially. Hmm, hmm. Okay, well, these readings so far, this is the second one I've done. They're not pulling any punches, I'll tell you that. I was struggling here, which way to do this with the decks that are here to use. But struggling back and forth, what I've been guided to do is the who and the where first. So that's like a big deck, and they're together, okay? The who deck and the where deck. So let's see what comes out for Lillie and Jack Sullivan. Alleged crime case. I mean, obviously something happened, but I'm just saying alleged because we don't know who did what, right? So this is just, again, uh, it's not judge and jury here, just seeing what comes out for our own sanity with all these kids that just go mysteriously missing. All right, see what comes out for the case of who and where Lily and Jack Sullivan, please. Oh, okay. Okay. Two came out. First one, windswept region, breezy gusts, whirling winds, airy expanse, dancing leaves. And then the second is lover. Love, romance, reproduction, infinity. Honestly, some people look at life like that, like, well, just, they're like, they enjoy themselves getting in that condition, have the kids, well, they're expandable, we'll just have more, right? This is what I'm getting from this. Now, excuse me, what's coming to me is bearing in mind that that is the stepdad, it just wasn't to his kids, so that automatically works against him, right? Like think everybody automatically looks at him because they weren't his biological kids. However, the two of them do have a child together that is still there and fine. It's her two kids. If you see where this is going, it's her two kids from a different person, right? That wasn't in their life either. Isn't in the kid's life, their dad, their real dad, biological father. So it's like almost like what I'm getting is we're going back to here again. The two obstacles that are causing like they're struggling financially. They have their own child together, so obviously the two of them together care about that child. But maybe you know the other two. It's not that they didn't maybe care, but depends on how it's funny how people's brains work. Like were these two kids a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a kind of like to make her feel disgraced, you know what I mean? Where it's like they could get ahead financially and actually be a one blood family. You follow me? Uh, one more. Oh, ship, maritime, which that's where they are, Nova Scotia. Adventure, nautical journeys, sailing vessels. It's like they were put on a ship and sent away for sold. Or, if they were sold, they're going to be taken very far away, right? They're not going to be left in an area where they can be found when they've been purchased. Bottom of the deck. Because look at this shit. Casino, gambling, excitement, card tables, jackpot moments, betting, and odds. Like if the kids are never found, there's never going to be any answers. And if two people know and one's going to back the other one up, kind of thing, like if they're in on it together, which is what I'm getting. Okay, we're gonna jump to the true crime oracle cards. Now let's see what comes out. Um, to clarify. Lily and Jack Sullivan, please. I hope I'm talking loud enough. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, windswept region. And what I'm getting from that now, because I wasn't really getting exactly why that would be here, but I am now. It's like they were swept away, swept under the carpet. Like. Okay, windswept region. Let's see what comes out. Look at this. I can't make this up. They, for whatever reason, were looked at, looked upon, and treated like an obstacle, a difficulty. Wow. Wow. Under lover, celebrity. That's kind of what happens, isn't it? When these things happen, you end up spending a lot of time if you show interest in these children that go missing. The details of the stories, you kind of feel like you get to know the people, like the parents, the people involved that are interviewed and were there or can give what information they have or that they, whatever they know or don't know. it celebritizes them. You follow me? Uh, these cases will never be forgotten. Just like, celebrities that we follow and listen to their music or watch their movies or whatever the case may be. And even though they fall away and you don't see them anymore, they're still there like a celebrity in your head. You never forget, right? Ship, clarify ship. Weddings are expensive, don't you know? They're expensive. Bottom of the deck. Bravo. But who the heck would want look at how dreary and creepy it looks there. You know what I mean? It's like I don't think it's necessarily about wedding, but what this is about is these two are in it together. The marriage, the wedding. They have gone down a very dark path together in this decision making. I hope that makes sense. Um, all right, let's extra clarify here. With the unfortunately the horror tarot. Surprised when I pulled this deck. All right, and then I've got the Kipper deck here too. Okay, mountains under windswept region. Let's get a little more detail on what happened. That's what this is gonna do. Like what actually happened. Wow. Shit. Ten of Swords. This is not good, guys. Celebrity under lover, please. And see, also what they're saying here is that it's really the stepdad that's put himself out there as the celebrity in this. Like, it's not not that's not his intention, I'm sure, but I'm just saying he's the one that's turned out to be the celebrity of it. He's the one that you see all the time. He's the one out there saying, because the focus is on him. I didn't do it. Here's my phone. Here's my whatever, right? I'll take a lie detector, all that kind of stuff, right? So let's see what comes out. Celebrity under lover, Page of Swords, Page of Swords, the one that's off on the sideline that wasn't really involved. They just know what happened. Page of Swords is spying. Like, you know what I mean? He knows the truth, but it wasn't him, or it was him, but it wasn't him on his own. But in order for this to have been pulled off, they have to collaborate, make arrangements, and stick to their story. Marriage, wedding, under ship. victory. Well, right, because in all these cases, it's like we're always just trying to find out what the hell happened, but they always seem to, it's always pulled off, isn't it? Are any of these kids brought back home? Not very often. Not very often at all. For the shit odds that there is, you might as well just say no, they aren't. Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see what comes out of the Kipper deck. Where is it? There it is. Wow. Okay. Um, Lillie and Jack Sullivan. Knowledge with the Nine of Pentacles. What I'm getting from this is the knowledge. You see, he knows. He knows, she knows. Together, this is the story. I'm sticking to it. So now they're chained to it. Just like this wedding card, they're chained to it. See, look, they are chained to it. They are imprisoned with each other because if one says anything, then they're only giving themselves up as well. See what I'm saying? And they know it. So that's why it's kind of the perfect crime, I guess, because they can't give one up without giving themselves up. Wow. It makes sense though in retrospect to what's coming out, right? Ten of Swords with the mountains under the windswept region. Look at this shit. Journey. They went on a journey. The ship. Wow. Page of Swords, please, with celebrity under lover. Right. Come out as a page. You know why? Because he's not the biological father. So even though that's a grown man in that page card here, this one, a page is usually a young energy. Maybe he is younger than her. I don't know. But he is a grown man. Excuse me. Excuse me. He's a grown man. Six of Wands with marriage under ship. House. That's exactly where they were when they were missing. They were right where they were supposed to be. How weird is that? How do you go missing without anything, no sign of a break-in or anything like that, or nobody saw anything. There's just no sign of them. And, yeah, oh, there's clues. I don't know, something about a blanket or whatever. Where are the kids? They were right where they were supposed to be. Bottom of the deck, expectation. Somebody held their up their end of the bargain. And you know what's behind that? Cha-ching. I'm just, I'm getting pissed off. You know what I mean? This is just pissing me off. I don't know about you guys. Comment section's there if you want to throw it in there, but this is basically what else is there to say about it? I'm going to close this out because I close these energies out, but I can see that, like, look at what's here for the closer, the moonology, which is just, of course, we're going to be left exactly the same with, summer, where we're left with, kind of where, but we still don't know exactly if she's okay or not, but I'm probably going to be left in the same condition with this one. Except we kind of know now not to be looking for some boogeyman out there because I think the boogeyman was with them the whole time. Let's see what comes out to close this. Allegedly, obviously. It's a reading, but that's what's coming out. So, thank you so much. Let's close this out for Lillie and Jack Sullivan. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy these videos. I don't want any more kids to go missing, so we have videos to do. But yeah, if you want a part two, because we did do a part two with summer, we can kind of look into where the kids might be at, if they're still okay or not. You know what I mean? Maybe I should probably do that. So let's see what comes out to close this. That wasn't right. If there we go, there, come on. There. All right. A time for healing. So that does kind of leave us in a spot where there's more to know. Um, and it kind of makes me a time for healing. Yeah, we should do a part two on this, so we will. Just to see, I'm just interested. Like, I just want to focus now. That we have the who and the why and all that. Uh, let's just kind of focus on where they actually are and what kind of condition they're in, because I don't like that Ten of Swords at all. So, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. And again, show your support by leaving a comment. You're more than free and welcome to do that. I look forward to it. And hit the like button. It's all free, and I appreciate it so much. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. So till I see you guys for another one. Bye for now.